Hi guys, welcome to a live. It's been a while since I've gone live. I thought I'd just jump on quickly for half an hour. See how we're all doing. Let me know if you have any questions. How we all doing? I'll wait for some people to join while you guys join. I need help. Hey lovely, what do you need help with? Hello from London. Hello. Like that. Some more fellow UKers in this manifestation community. How are you doing, guys? My work contract ends in March. Okay. So are you focused on time? What can I affirm to manifest financial stability and freedom? So one thing you've got to know is your job as a creator and a limitless manifestor is to focus on that which you want. You are either in a dominant state of that which you want or you're not. So when you're focused on the fact that my work contract is ending in March, I'm not sure when I'm going to get my financial security from, I'm going to run out of money, you're essentially permeating and making that the dominant focus, and you're going to create more of that. So your job is to shift your focus into the version of you that has freedom. Money comes to you even effortlessly. I don't know how, I don't know where from, but I'm believing I'm always going to have more than enough money. You've got to stabilize yourself in that state. I had a major spiral today, so that's why the negative mindset. That's completely fine, it happens. Do you know what I mean? We're human. But what can you do for yourself to shift yourself back into the power of, if you can't go to the place where you're living in the end and knowing that you're going to be financially stable, what can you do to be neutral about it? To know that everything's always working out for you, to know that some way, somehow things are going to work out. Like if it's too much for you to go straight to affirming and shifting your assumptions about your financial stability straight away, take the next logical step for you, which is knowing that things are going to work out, knowing that although you can't see it yet, you're believing in your power as a limitless manifestor. And then once you've got into a state of stabilizing yourself, affirm for what it is you want. I'm financially secure. I always have been financially secure. Some way, somehow, money always finds its way to me easily and effortlessly. And shifting yourself into that state of financial stability will mean it has no choice but to conform to your dominant assumptions and thinking about it. Let me know if that helps. Hello. What we've got to come to understand is, like, once you realise that your contract ending in 6 months, I think, no, it's not 6 months, March, is old. So, like, you can think to yourself, okay, I have a choice here. I can either permeate a circumstance that's old that I've created, or I can shift into my power and put my dominant attention and focus on shifting my assumptions and my thinking so they're in alignment with that which I want to create for myself. Okay, needed this, thank you. I'm kind of scripted now and I feel better. I needed that confirmation. Yeah, you've got this. Believe in your own power. Like, everything's always working out for you. And affirm that to yourself. Everything's always working out for me. Like, I'm a powerful creator. Although I don't know how, I know it will happen. And once you more start dominantly shifting to that, things will conform. Just start, like, make your dominant focus stabilising yourself. Ed, hey lovely. I've just got a notification. TikTok is letting people know that I'm going live. Nice, we like to see it. Do you find that scripting is what helps you get in the state more dominantly? But that's good that you have the awareness. Do you know what I mean? You can shift. How are we doing, guys? Let me know where you're joining from. I always get very intrigued. Oh, Leah's in. Nice to see it. Hey, Leah. Hello. Yes, writing my affirmations over and over helps me calm down. That's good. It's good that you have the awareness. Was going to meet up with SP who I work with. Third time I asked for it and it didn't happen. So are you asking from it from a place of lack? Are you asking from it from a place of I need you to show up this way so I feel in a certain way? Or are you asking for it in a place of who wouldn't want to meet up for me? That's what I'm interested in. Let me know. Because if it's the third time you've asked for it and it didn't happen, that is a great reflection. And it's not to mean anything about yourself. It's an awareness piece of thinking, okay, I have asked SP, who I work with, to meet up with me. And 3 times it hasn't happened. When this doesn't happen, what is the reflection I'm getting here? How is it making me feel? What is it making me think? And that will be a great awareness piece to put a magnifying glass on what is your dominant thinking in relation to SP and you getting what you want in relation to that particular subject. What's your favourite way to get into the state? I'm a very visual person. Yeah, good question. I'm a very visual person. I also love scripting and I also love affirming. To be fair, it's with the tools and techniques, it's more just me putting a tool or technique to focus my mind on that specific day. And sometimes it's a scripting situation, and sometimes it's me just rampaging my affirmations out loud. Pray I read them as I write it, so easy to saturate my mind. Exactly. Just saturate your mind in your new story of what you're creating for yourself. You know what it is you don't want, which is your contract's ending. What is it you do want? Do you want a new contract? Do you want a new job? Do you want to go in a particular direction? Do you want to manifest money? Like, people can get so caught up on focusing on the shit that's going wrong in their 3D that they're unconsciously creating more of it. Tips for manifesting a relationship with someone you don't know personally. Or it's exactly the same. Anyone you've ever met, you didn't know, and you've manifested them. So just focus on the fact of what it is you want and live in the end of that. If it's that person specifically, you can affirm their name and fill in the blank of being like, SP, whoever the name is, are together, SP, whatever the name is, are in a loving relationship, and live in the end of that, saturate your mind with that, whether that's with scripting, visualization, another tool or technique that's really going to shift your mind into the familiarity of you being with that person. People manifest celebrities, people manifest people they don't know all the time. It's just you believing that's possible for yourself and thinking that on a consistent and dominant basis. Ed, are my comments not showing? I saw your hey one. What else was you asking? Osgun, hey, I'm quite new to this stuff and want to ask how to deal with doubts regarding the manifesting process in general. So if you're having doubts regarding the manifestation process, 2 things. 1, maybe you're not believing in your power as a manifestor, so you might have areas of like you don't trust yourself or you don't believe it's working and you have general assumptions about that which are being reflected back to you in your 3D. Or it might just mean that you need to practice your manifestation muscle, and that's what I call it to my clients a bit more, of like manifesting the small things so you can build your trust and your faith in your own ability to manifest. So whether you want to start with small things and work from there or go within to a big thing straight away, it's up to you. Things like people that are building their manifestation muscle, I'll say manifest a coffee, like script on what that's like. You got free coffee, or a specific object, like little things if you're not trusting in the manifestation process, so you can build your trust. What is it in particular that you're having doubts regarding in regards to the process? Let me know and we can jump into it. I'm auditory, but I also recorded my affirmations and I sleep with them and have play during the day. Love that. If you're auditory, that makes 100% sense. Listen to them, yeah, and then just affirm when you're listening. I'm like kinesthetic. I like both. I want to trade Vortex and be financially free. Okay, so live in the end of what that it looks like for you. If you're auditory, maybe record affirmations of you being like, I'm a full-time Vortex trader, I'm financially free, I make so much money from Vortex trade. Like, what is going to shift you into the thinking, the belief system, the assumptions of that already being your reality, and go from there and persist in that. Shelley, hi from Ireland. Hey lovely, how are you? Thank you so much. I found a creator who's constantly speaking about spiritual psychosis and how Lawofassumption or law of attraction, LOA, I'll wait for the other half, hurts people. And the thing is, I want to believe that I'm the creator, but I'm scared. Okay, so that's fear mongering. We don't do that. We don't do that here. What you've got to understand when people fear monger is because they don't fully understand the concepts of manifesting. They don't fully understand the laws of the universe. If I don't have an object here, but if I was to drop something and gravity takes it down, you don't get people being like, you shouldn't be using that, you shouldn't be dropping that. It's because gravity is a natural law of the universe. Manifesting and all the laws of the universe is a natural process. We are born creators. So in terms of speaking about it from that perspective and fear mongering, you're not hurting anyone because no one else has free will in your reality, meaning that no one can essentially create for you in the sense of they're not affecting what it is you manifest. You're the only one that has the choice in your reality to choose and decide what it is you want to manifest. And that's why I don't believe in the fact of hurting people, because no one can hurt me because I'm the only one that's in charge of my reality, and vice versa. So you've got to understand that if there are people out there that are fear-mongering and talking you into the perspective and the limited perspective of you're hurting people, they don't fully understand the concepts of manifesting, because you're manifesting 24/7. And if they really understood that, then they would know that they're contradicting themselves. Boom. Pretty, would this be uploaded on YouTube? So yeah, 100%. Me and Leah are consciously gonna make sure that we upload our lives to the YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, guys, Manifestation Sisters on YouTube, and you can catch the replay on there. We'll upload it. I'll probably upload it at some point tomorrow when I get a moment to. Do you think it's possible to manifest a specific person? 100%. I've had clients that have done it. My boyfriend was my first specific person in the sense of when I was younger. It's possible. Like, we are the creators. We decide what it is we want. At the end of the day, the only person that needs to convince himself that you can have what it is you want is yourself. So yeah, 100% you can manifest a specific person. But a specific person doesn't have to be like a love interest. Like, your boss is a specific person. Your friend is also a specific person. It's just a generalised term that we used for a specific person. Like, it doesn't just fall into the category of love and relationships. Please help with how to manifest becoming a mother. I've lost at 3 months pregnant twice. Oh, so sorry to hear that, lovely. Well, it's about grounding yourself in the belief system of being a mum. And like Neville Goddard says, once you're impregnated, it takes as long as it takes, 6 months, 3 months, whatever, for that manifestation to form. So as long as you persist in the assumptions and the beliefs that it's possible for yourself, it must manifest. Yes, it's very sad to go through that, and I can't imagine what you've gone through in that kind of circumstance and situation. But the important thing is to don't let that kind of, don't let that throw you off of what is possible for you now. Don't let it keep you re-identifying with the fact of like, there's something wrong with me, or there's a problem. Because as we know, it's our mind that commands our body. So if you persist with the assumptions of like, it's so easy for me to get pregnant, like I've had a shift in my body, I'm at perfect health, like, or live in the end of, I love being a mum, like and live in the end of that, your body must proceed the affirmations of what you're affirming to yourself, if that makes sense. So you can either affirm or do a tool and technique that's going to get you in the state of mum and being the mother and living the end of that. Visualize or script you having the baby, it's already done. Or I would recommend changing your self-concept. Actually, do both in relation to this. So the natural assumptions you have about being a mum, the self-concept of it's possible for you, and persist in that. Pair that together, persist in that, your reality must catch up. Thank you so much. Can you give advice on how to start the process and stop consuming content daily? Well, let me tell you, this is such a common thing, guys. And I see it so much. Even I've been there on my manifestation journey of you literally go out of your way to watch every creator, watch every YouTube video, and you're learning, but there comes a point where you're not executing, and that's probably what that's what you're meaning. But it's all deliberate and it's all in intention, like everything. Like I always say, our subconscious programs are subconscious till we bring them to the conscious. And once you bring them to the conscious, they're then a choice. So in terms of like you stopping consuming content, it's a choice you have to make with yourself. And it's a conscious, deliberate choice. Because what you might find is you consuming content is a subconscious byproduct of you procrastinating and not putting in the work to get what it is you want. So with that, I would also say, make sure in your self-concept, you are affirming for the fact of you get what it is you want. You get to have what it is you want. You deserve it. Like, you're living your dream life now. You're putting in the work. You're affirming. Everything's always working out for you. And what you'll come to find, a natural byproduct of building that self-concept, is you putting in the work, doing the actions, because our behavior is just a byproduct of our subconscious programming. So if you're finding it hard to stop consuming content, become the version of you that isn't consuming content. Become the version of you that is getting up, has her practice, is on her thoughts every day. Sorry, he or she, I don't know the gender, Osgun, don't want to assume. But yeah, it's a deliberate choice you have to make for yourself. When you're watching the content, be like, no, I know everything. I'm a limitless creator. I'm doing everything right. Because it also could come from a thing of like, there's more to learn. I don't know enough. I'm going to get it wrong. Install the assumptions that are the complete opposite of the reasons behind you consuming the content. So ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Why do I keep consuming content? Why do I not believe that I can have what it is I want? Whatever your mind answers back with, create opposite affirmations in terms of you getting what it is you want, you believing in yourself, you trusting in yourself, you trusting in the journey, and you're worthy and deserving of the things that you want to manifest. Is it possible to manifest SP who told me he doesn't want a relationship and who I acted bad with? Yeah, at the first of my relationship, we actually both said to each other we don't even want a relationship. And here we are nearly 7 years later. So it doesn't matter. 3D circumstances are just the 3D, guys. And there is a reflection there, maybe an assumption of thought or a story that's running in the background that maybe says, I don't get the person I want, I can't have what it is I want, or I'm not worthy and deserving of love. That's all they're reflecting back. You change that, you change them. There's no one to change but self, guys. I always say it. It's possible to manifest SP who's in love with you, who adores you, who can't get enough of you. But you've got to start first assuming them things about yourself and having a favourable story about them. It doesn't matter how you acted because, like we say, 3D circumstances don't matter. I pretty appreciate this. I'm in the state of my wish fulfilled currently. Yes, you've got this. Love that. Grevlia. Oh, she gave us some affirmations from the affirmation queen. We're here for it. I have healthy pregnancies. Imagine yourself holding the baby, smelling the baby. Yes, incorporate the senses. I'm here for it. And there's some more there if you want it. Da-da-da. Oh, you got them, Shelley. That's good. You've got this. Do you know what I mean? The encouragement is you've got this. We've got to start, and this is what me and Leah are doing, allowing you to create assumptions in you believing in yourself and not, like you said, fear-mongering and thinking you're doing things wrong, because you're not, guys. Like, you can't fuck this up. This is your reality. You're always getting what you want, regardless. Thank you. Okay, good. Is it she? You never know these days and you just can't make assumptions. But thank you for clarifying. Thank you so much. You both are so gentle and not like others shaming and blaming. 100% no. Will not shame you into I don't think it would work. Shaming you into change doesn't work. Oh, I jumped. Can you please talk about how to move out of the fear state? Fear is a false reality appearing real. False experiences appearing real, I think is the acronym for fear. All it is you have essentially shifted your state into the thinking, the beliefs, the feelings of creating make-believe in your mind. So to put this into more of a perspective of like, you know, say if you were walking and you're believing that something bad is going to happen, but instead of stopping the downward spiral and the negative thought, you go into the spiral of that's going to happen, bad things, and then you create yourself into a dominant state of fear. Bad things are going to happen, this might happen, what if that happens? And then you're programming yourself to be in that state. And from that state, what comes? The thinking, the feelings, the beliefs perpetuated. So to move out of that state, it's first as well calming your nervous system, because when you get into a fear state, you're essentially programming your body into fight or flight. And that's when I say you can't affirm yourself out of there, because it's essentially feelings are the language of the body. In order to soothe the feelings and the language of the body, you've got a tool or modality technique to essentially calm your nervous system down. And things like that can help you move out of the state of fear can be affirming if you're in an open state for it. EFT tapping, going for a walk, working out, all these things that naturally move your body and shift your state, because we move from different states, from different modalities and different activities throughout our day. So find something that's going to help you move out of a fear state and kind of, like I said at the beginning of this live, get into a neutralized space. And when you're back into the neutralized space, I'll then start saying affirmations in a soothed place of like things always working out, and moving out of all the fear thoughts and flipping them into thoughts that are generally going to help you stabilize your state of being and your nervous system, if that makes sense. False evidence appearing real. Thanks, Leo. It was on the tip of my tongue. Thoughts on something. I started affirming that I always consistently receive money out of thin air. Got a beautiful idea to recruit for an online teaching company. It was amazing. Like I had saturated my mind fully. Woke up this morning to find out the company closed down. What could have caused this? Well, I would say this is just a bridge of incidents. You were affirming for something, you received an idea or got an idea to act upon it, and now from that you've got more clarity. Just because something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to doesn't mean it's not going to work out. I could turn around and say you may have an underlying belief that it's too good to be true, but I don't want to install that in you, because essentially this can be a bridge of incidents. There's so many times in my life where I've been affirming for something, hasn't quite worked out the way I wanted, but that bridge of incident has led me to getting exactly what it is I want. And I want you to give it that meaning, like you're still getting what it is you want. Okay, that wasn't the path that it was going to come down, but you're still getting what it is you want. Some way, somehow, things are going to work out. Like the key, and I always say it, is being able to be in your 3D, but not let it affect what you're manifesting. Yes, this circumstance happened, but it's only going to affect what you're manifesting if you re-identify and tell a story of, okay, something's gone wrong here. Shift the perspective, shift the narrative into, actually that was supposed to happen because now that's led me to thinking this way. Now that's created a clarity. Now that's created a mindset shift. You are still constantly affirming and receiving money out of thin air. Money comes to you easy and effortlessly. And the fact that you got that idea, can you take that idea now and apply it to another area? Because of course they can't be the only online teaching company. Like, there's got to be others out there, if you know what I mean. I'm Kenya Jade, so clear, thank you. You're more than welcome, lovely. So I keep saying the affirmation, that's what persistent means. Yeah, so persistence is literally you persisting, you carrying on despite there being times of maybe things that which you don't want, like fear or other things that are making you think you're not getting what it is you want. Because like we say, we just live in the end of that which we want to experience. That's what persisting means. Keep connecting to that end desire, keep connecting to that end goal. Use a tool, technique, affirmations to essentially connect you to your desired reality, and it must manifest its law. I'm gonna give it good meaning, and that's just, yeah, exactly. Everything's working out in your favour. Even if we don't understand it, guys, give it good meaning. Like, don't install fear in yourself to think, oh, I'm not getting what it is I want now because this one thing in my 3D hasn't gone the way I thought it would. Like, no, I'm still getting what it is I want. No, I'm still the creator of my reality. No, that's not affecting my manifestation. And you shift back into your power. I sat today and emailed online teaching companies. I found them. Exactly. You're still getting what it is you want. Ask about their referral programs so I do get the same and still make money. Exactly. So you had that thought, it's still leading to your manifestation. Become the manifestation. Exactly. I don't think I missed. I just paused that by accident. Oh. Let me know if you have any more questions, guys. I just thought I'd pop on here quickly, have a chat. It's been a while. Me and Leah have been so swamped. Your eyebrows look great. Oh, thank you. Do take pride in these guys. Leah, saturate your mind with the wish fulfilled. Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing with everything. Everything is essentially the narrative and the thinking that you're holding within your mind. Appreciate this. You help put things in perspective. You're welcome, lovely. This is what we're here to do. Do you know what I mean? You hold the power. Sometimes we just need someone to move the jigsaw puzzle so we can gain clarity, and that's all we do as coaches. Shelley, your eyebrows are stunning. Thank you, lovely. Appreciate you guys. Is it just as good to know it's coming as it is to feel like you already have it? Yeah, exactly the same. I've manifested things whilst being like, I know it's coming to me. I've also manifested things by saying, I know it's already done. All you're doing with both of those concepts of thinking is still connected to the wish fulfilled, because you're essentially focused on what it is you do want rather than what it is you don't, and that's what essentially you're creating a reality of permeating. There's no right or wrong way. It's just whatever feels right to you to get you into the state of you becoming that version of you. So yeah, do whatever. If it feels good to say like it's coming, or if it feels good to say you already have it, do either. There's no right or wrong way. Yeah. Let me know, guys, where you are tuning from. Don't know where filling in came from. Thank you. This has helped me a lot. I feel better knowing it's coming. Yeah, we'll stick to that. Like, it's like the next logical thing of like, it's coming to me. And then maybe when you get to a point of being like, it's coming to me, you get into the Sabbath and you know it's done. Like, there's no right or wrong way. We decide. We give everything the meaning. Everything's essentially neutral. Hey, I'm from South Africa. Oh, I love that. South Africa. I'd love to travel. What is that like? We got... Where else, guys? Where else are you joining us from? South Africa is a lovely place. Germany. Oh, I've got a friend that's German. She's living in the UK now, though. I'm trying to get her to teach me German, but it's very hard to pick up. So guys, I just thought I'd jump on quickly and say hello. Does anyone have any last minute questions of live manifestation? Anything you need help stabilizing yourself within? As I said, if you need to reinforce during the times of live or coaching, because I know a couple of you have done coaching, go and look on our YouTube, okay? Go and look on the YouTube for the reinforcement. I will be uploading this live at some point tomorrow, probably. My beautiful Rainbow Nation, that's lovely. How do you guys manifest a health cure? So shifting into health is exactly the same as manifesting anything else. You saturate your mind, you become the version of you that is healthy by doing affirmations, thinking dominantly from that version of you that is healthy, and it must manifest. I've always been healthy. My body is in perfect health. My affirmation for health is I'm healthy, healed and strong, and I just affirm that. Whenever I feel like I'm getting unwell, I affirm that, it goes away. Healthy, healed and strong. I'm healthy, healed and strong. And you saturate your mind into that assumption. Just need to know when you guys would put this up. I'm going to upload this at some point tomorrow, so you guys can rewatch it. Everything that I've answered on here. Pretty okay, perfect, amazing, yeah. Oh hey how are you? Love that you joined the live. Yeah, I think that's it guys. I've answered all your questions. I will upload this tomorrow, as I said. Just thought I'd jump on and speak to you quickly. I know it's quite late, but yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions that I haven't managed to answer on the live, just comment them on one of our posts and I'll pick them up. But yeah, thank you for joining guys. I'll speak to you soon.